Now, when people complain of black fatigue, many black individuals tend to pick offense. They get angry, they get irritated, and they start accusing the person complaining of black fatigue of racism, especially if that person is white. But the truth of the matter is that black fatigue is a big problem. It exists heavily in our society and it has caused a lot more damage than people actually realize. Even though I am a black person, I am honest enough to admit that I am suffocating from black fatigue. I can also argue that I was the first commentator who drew people's attention to this embarrassing phenomenon, at least in recent times, when I made my first video about black fatigue in 2024 or thereabout, calling out the cancerous symptoms of this decay. So when people complain of black fatigue, it is actually a valid concern because the fatigue exists for real and its effects are almost palpable now. For instance, let's talk about college graduations. Now, I'm specifically referring to college graduations in historically black colleges and universities. My God, what you see is a total collapse of dignity and decorum. And I'm sure you know about what I'm talking about. But in case you are still in denial, this is what we are getting now during college graduations in so-called prestigious institutions of learning for black people. Watch. Now, I specifically silenced that particular video in order to escape these platforms' sanctions. You know, these days you can't even tell the truth without being punished by the powers that be. So I had to silence the animal sounds just to try to soften the blow a little bit. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Well, the conduct was horrible, but at least it was not the graduating students who are all going crazy and embarrassing themselves. Well, if you're thinking that, you are wrong, because that video was nothing but the appetizer to this twisted fatigue phenomenon. Be prepared for the worst because here we go. Yep, that's them. The fatigue generators graduating from their years-long masterclass in fatigue production. You must be wondering how they got into this situation, yeah? Well, let us see how it somehow began before it all blew out of proportions. So you see how it all began? Of course, if you go way back, you finally realize that it all began in their homes. Yeah, okay, from their similar behaved parents. But if you don't want to go that far, you will explicitly notice that the encouragement was very, very rife in their schools. Graduations are supposed to be a prestigious phenomenon. It is supposed to mark entry into adulthood. It is a signal to the world that these students made it. They are disciplined, they have been tested by the respective institutions, and they have been found qualified for the next level of life. They are ready. But instead of seeing students who look prepared to dive into a respectable phase of life, what we are seeing are students clowning and dehumanizing themselves, reducing themselves to mere zoo animals. Okay? Idiots. Elements of disgrace. See how the people here are reacting. Nobody is frowning at this. Nobody thinks this is abnormal or unusual. People are smiling. People are hailing it. Nobody is outraged at the behavior. They even went a step further to provide an official who is gonna hold the student's hat and other personal items while the students perform like animals on stage. So-called historically black colleges and universities, this is what they create. This is the behaviors they are breeding, cultivating, and encouraging. Take a look at that so-called official right there. Just take a look at this man. He smiles as he picks up the discarded items. He chuckles proudly as he holds their items for them while they perform like monkeys. What a shame. And you wonder why white parents don't even send their kids to these HBCUs. I mean, take a look at what is unfolding before your very eyes. White parents are not stupid. They look at HBCU graduation videos and they give thanks to God that they did not commit the ultimate mistake of bringing their children into a place like this. They look at the campus culture in HBCUs, the crime stats on campuses. They look at the lower average academic outcomes and the heavy emphasis on identity politics, and they see nothing but a cultural mismatch. Their kids thrived in environments emphasizing merit, order, and future-oriented behaviors. So why risk 4 years of distraction and lowered standards? Have you tried checking in on typically white colleges or university graduations? I know there is nothing like white universities or white colleges, okay? It does not exist. I mean, there will be an outcry if white people ever had any white-only stuff, okay? But at least you get what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about universities with low population of black people and, maybe a higher population of whites. Honestly, compare the videos to such universities. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now. Watch.
We look to our classmates and express the joy of friendships we will always cherish. And finally, we face the statue of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and bid farewell to Ursuline Academy.
You see, polite applause, occasional whoops, kids walking across the stage. You see orderliness, you see morals, you see respectful people who are respectful to their institutions, okay? But why is it always different when black people are involved in high numbers? Have you bothered asking that to yourselves? Like, why? Because it is no longer funny, guys. It is downright embarrassing, especially to me as a black person. Why is it always, black people doing these types of nasty things? I know people try to claim that it is not about black culture, but at this point, guys, it is the black American culture, okay? The culture is on a severe erosion and corrosion, so much so that behaviors like this have now been normalized. In functional cultures, there is social punishment for clowning yourselves at serious events. At least you get stared at, like you've lost your mind when you do something like this, and you get removed from the premises. You get reprimanded and penalized if possible. You get all the negative reactions from everybody around you. But here, in this culture, the black American kind, the crowd cheers. The officials help facilitate the buffoonery. The videographers go viral for all the wrong reasons. Social media rewards the ratchet. Nobody on the stage pulls the students aside. The administration lets it happen. That is cultural decay at its finest. Now, as a black person watching this, it is beyond humiliating. It confirms every stereotype waged against black people. It makes the conversation about race harder because outsiders see the videos and they think, why would I expose my kid to this sort of people or this sort of environment? Incidents like this also holds back the very students who need structure the most, including those students who don't behave anything like this. They get painted with the same brush. Black people really need to change, and me calling this out, me calling out this nonsense, doesn't mean that I'm whitewashed. No, I'm not acting white for wanting my people to act like civilized adults at a graduation. I'm acting like somebody who wants better for her fellow black people. This nonsense seriously needs to end. People are genuinely exhausted. They are gigantically exhausted. This does not look good for black people, and I will not stop calling out this degeneracy until something good is done about it. But as always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to this channel, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buy me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.